I just feel for Carolina Hurricanes fans. I do. I really do. It sucks. It absolutely sucks. There's so many feelings that they could be having right now. And the team as well. Listen, the team's about to lose their 16th. Think about that. 16th in a row in the Eastern Conference Finals. That means you get swept 4 times in your last 4 attempts at the Eastern Conference Finals to try and make it to the Stanley Cup Finals. And the last 2 being the Florida Panthers. Listen, losing in 4 straight sucks, but then to do it 4 times in the Eastern Conference Finals in your last 4 attempts, it's got to be a lot of feelings right now for Carolina Hurricanes fans, meaning like heartbroken, flabbergasted, not knowing where to go, like disappointment, anger, every single sadness, every single feeling that a Carolina Hurricanes fan could be feeling right now. I bet you they've felt that in the last 48 hours to 72 hours. And listen, yes, it's upsetting. It's it's heartbreaking. That's the key one. It's heartbreaking for the Carolina Hurricanes. But at the end of the day, is it something we did not expect? Like realistically? Because to call the Carolina Hurricanes frauds would be wrong, in my personal opinion, because they're not frauds. They are what we expected them to be. They play in the easiest division in all of hockey, the Metropolitan Division. Yes, it is the easiest. And when you compare them to the Central, who has the Winnipeg Jets, the Colorado Avalanche, the Dallas Stars, the St. Louis Blues, the Minnesota Wild, it just doesn't compare when you compare them to the Pacific. They don't have the talent that the Pacific has as well. And the Edmonton Oilers, the Los Angeles Kings, and the Vegas Golden Knights. And then the other Eastern Conference division, the Atlantic Division, might be the toughest of all the divisions in hockey when you have the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Boston Bruins, who are usually good, the Florida Panthers, the Toronto Maple Leafs, and the up-and-coming teams in the Ottawa Senators and the Montreal Canadiens. Listen, the Carolina Hurricanes are good. They're really good. But when they get to this time of year, they aren't as good as the other 3 divisions that just put out absolute monster teams. It's just not a comparison. It just simply isn't. So at the end of the day, the Carolina Hurricanes are not frauds. They are who we expected them to be, and they're just not performing. It's just as simple as that. Like, it sucks. Don't get me wrong. It sucks that the Carolina Hurricanes are this. And they're probably going to lose in 4 games. But let's just talk about game 1 for 1 second. Because game 1 is where the Carolina Hurricanes lost this, okay? This whole series was lost in just the first game. And it was the most important game of the series. The Florida Panthers play last Sunday night, against the Toronto Maple Leafs in Game 7. Yes, they curb stomped the Toronto Maple Leafs 6-1 in that game. But they still have to play Sunday night. The NHL did Carolina a favor and scheduled Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals on Tuesday night, meaning Florida basically had no rest in between both series. While the Carolina Hurricanes finished up their series in 5 games against the Washington Capitals and were loaded with rest, okay? Then we look to game 1, and you expect the Carolina Hurricanes to come out like the rested team, to come out like their backs are against the wall, like they've lost 12 straight Eastern Conference Finals games. Because listen, game 1 wasn't about winning the series for the Carolina Hurricanes. No, it was about proving that you can win a game and compete in this series against the Florida Panthers. That's what it was about. And so when they lose game 1, and it's not just lose game 1, you got curb stomped just like the Toronto Maple Leafs got curb stomped in game 1. They got dominated in every facet of the game in game 1. It planted a seed of doubt in their minds that they could not get it done. And then for game 2, same thing happened. They get dominated on home ice. Yes, they have a goal waved off that could have been a goal, and it sucks because it ruins the momentum that they might have built. But for most of game 2, I would say for the first 6 periods of the series, the Carolina Hurricanes won 0 periods. Like, it's just, that's not going to win you a hockey game, right? Like, it's just impossible. Then they go to Florida for game 3. This is their must win, right? Like, it's their must win. And they play good in the second period. They play decent. But then they give up a 5-spot, just like the Toronto Maple Leafs in the third period and lose 6-2 again. Like, it's so frustrating to see this team just collapse and not have what we've all been saying all year long, which is the top end talent. They just don't have that, and they can't get over the hump without it, it seems. And yeah, it sucks. Like, it just feels like the Carolina Hurricanes just can't get over the top here. And I don't know if it's like coaching. I really don't think it is. I just think that they just simply do not have the talent, and they don't play against the hardest teams all year long. Yes, you're going to play against hard teams. You're going to play against the Winnipeg Jets of the world, Dallas, Colorado, everyone. You're going to play against everyone twice in the league. But when it comes to your division games, all season long, the Winnipeg Jets got to play the Dallas Stars, the Colorado Avalanche, the St. Louis Blues, the Minnesota Wild 4 times, okay? And when you play a team that many times, it kind of, builds up your confidence, builds up understanding. Okay, we're actually a good team. When you're playing against teams like the New York Rangers or the New York Islanders or the Pittsburgh Penguins, it's not the same. It just simply is not the same. Yes, the New Jersey Devils would have been a good team if they wouldn't have lost Jack Hughes and had so many injuries down the stretch, and they probably could have beat Carolina, to be honest. They honestly could have in the first round. And outside of Washington, there was no one out in this year for the Metropolitan. And that's the hardest part about this, is the fact that there was no one for the Carolina Hurricanes to actually go up against. Because at the end of the day, we're seeing it. We're seeing it on full display here in the Eastern Conference Finals. They're just simply not good enough. But for the people that keep on saying that the Carolina Hurricanes are frauds, they aren't. They simply are not frauds. They are just who we always thought they were. That is what the Carolina Hurricanes are. I'm Justin Arnberg. Thank you for watching this video on Justin Sports. Like, subscribe, give a comment, and if you don't already do so, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and X, because if you want to see hockey content, and if you like hockey content, I guarantee you for a fact you're going to like what you see over there. Anyway, have a great day, enjoy it, and I'll talk to you later.